Alright, it's time. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I don't think Beth is that good without another buff offensively. I'll load this party. And today I want to play some FK. I'm not sure it's a super amazing idea on this huge map though, but you know, what can you do? I want to take the double crit setup here, and then so we have that. Okay. See what we have. Something like that, and I believe Kai is ready to go. Ray, however, stop.
Hey, this is pretty as a peach.
Right,
I love it.
I think I'm up here. Let's do this. And the controller should probably be connected too. Well, well, well. Where is the queue? There we go. So yeah, a little bit less damage, a little bit more tanky. Wait, where did Crosell go? It's not there anymore. I have to be so on my toes here regarding regarding the sawing, because he can't get away from me while that happens. That's just a huge loss. Like this, you know, obviously doesn't matter there because I kill him anyways. But yeah, so that's the issue with this map. There's plenty of places to go. I probably should have activated it sooner. But yeah, that's basically what happens. I'm not super scared of Arena here. That's Lina, by the way. But yeah, you see, like, it's very easy to kite her on this map, so. This one won't be kited, however. And yeah. There we go. But yeah, nah. This doesn't feel as bonkers, if that makes sense. Like this team. The other one is just fucking crazy, but I guess it could backfire and go either way. But it was just like you saw those games yesterday. Even though I was behind even and things looked a little bit sour there for a moment, like it's still, you know. Let's see what we have here. But as we can see here, FK is obviously on fire here. Just works so fucking well with this. Someone asked me partially to do FK with Kai and Rosetta. I personally don't think that's a very good idea, but I am willing to try it on Sunday if things are safe or whatever. I just think it's not good. As I explained, Rosetta is horrible, and that's nothing new. Kai is not bad at all, but you know, and then there is of course FK that's like super good, but then you're kind of like playing with two, and I don't know, I would rather play with 3 heroes if you know what I mean, where obviously putting something better, you know, it's not only the buff, because we are running double buffs as well sometimes, like yesterday with day before with Zoe and Beth worked fine, but yeah, it's more of like a hero problem, I guess. The buff thing just adds on to the existing problem. Someone also asked me to put on a raid on FK, and that doesn't work. I actually tried it earlier just to be sure that I'm not talking shit. And yeah, you know what's happening now, the sawing, the extra skill, you won't have that if you put any other two-hand weapon on her. You need the actual EX weapon, so it just becomes horrible. So yeah. What's interesting here is obviously that I'm being countered pretty hardly. Double. Yeah, nothing to fucking do here. I mean, I already beat him yesterday. I think. Yeah, or wasn't that someone else? I don't even know. Yeah, not enough time. That's shit. Snore. You know, fuck this. I'm going back to the full DPS. I don't know, I don't like this. It's not as good. It's just not as good. The other one is just crazy. Like, I'm not feeling, you know, I'm just fucking destroying everything. I'm not feeling that at all, actually. It just feels like, you know, I don't know what it feels like. But yeah, screw this. Let's not do this. I want to go all out. Where is... Because there's many of those games that I could have just... Yeah, I don't know. This is just better. No more to it. I don't know how many games I've left though. 7. Let's do 3 more with this, but with Ray, of course. And then I will do the last 4 with Beth. Yeah. Let's do that. But yeah, I see this more of a test week, honestly. I'm not too bothered about losing top 1 at this point. Obviously day 1 sucked being fucking countered like that. But yeah, I do have a pretty good idea of what works, what doesn't, what's good and what's not as good with this, so. Last game, for example, I don't think I would have even lost if I had, you know, like the raid damage, for example. It just wasn't there. It wasn't enough to kill the Beth. Sorry, the Carol. Had I had this, it probably would have happened. Also, I think I would have killed that Beth actually with Zoe. And that would have like changed everything, because then I could have brought the next Zoe down as well, and you know, yeah, it's just a lot better. So I'm gonna have to like pull back on that thought about FK. Like FK is still good, but it's something that I would use with like if I play Rosetta, you know, because then you need a little bit more leeway due to her shortcomings. But yeah, but then we know that. Not bad. Yeah. It's honestly worth it. Like I said, it was a test week, but like I refuse to just play the same shit over and over and over and over just to win or whatever. I mean, I've won more times than I can count, so it's not that interesting. I want to have a good time as well, you know. And good time doesn't mean losing, obviously, but also kind of incorporating new things into. Oh yeah, I changed the thing on her. I forgot about that. You know, new things into the whole play or whatever. So yeah. So obviously next time I'm playing this, my chances of getting top 1 should be exponentially higher, and it should probably be extremely easy. Not to be like that, but for real. It's yeah. Oh, Hanna. Wait, what is this? Weird. But yeah, I wish Hannah was good with his team, by the way. Just nah. I tried it, but I really miss a water hero that's strong. And currently we have two options really. That's Hannah and White Snow. So. And, yeah. I think Hannah's heal is on her weapon, right? We gotta check it, but I think that's where it's at. Had it been on the normal attack, you know, that would have been crazy. But it's not. I'm not super about. Fuck, I missed by an inch. No, I didn't miss. That was a full hit apparently. Didn't see the damage numbers because I was too high up, so. Not being an asshole here, by the way, I'm going for the chain. In lack of a better idea. That was a flash. Fuck. That's the best I can do. Alright, here comes Kai. Like, you can either do single or double stab depending on how fast they are, I guess. Like on a normal speed, double is definitely viable, so. I'll just grab this. Sweet. I'm just thinking about that loss, how that could have gone different. I mean, aside from... because it would obviously not be beneficial for me still. I'm just thinking if Ray would have been enough there. Because the thing is, we had a similar situation yesterday, where I totally saved the situation with Ray, just one-shotting the Ray, but like Carol is a lot more tanky. So I'm not sure, because obviously I would take more damage too, so maybe, I don't know. I think maybe the first stuff was more important to succeed than the last. Could be like that. We'll see anyways. I'm gonna show something cool soon, by the way. Oh yeah, fuck, we need to swap now. Let's grab Beth. Where's Beth? I still don't know if I like this more or less or whatever, like it's, yeah, you know. I'm gonna give her the double. Why is she using that? I'm just wondering what where she's coming from with that. I think it's expedition, yeah. Anyways, let's find
Not bad. I
here.
like it. Not bad. I like it.
Okay, t-shirt, you're done. We need another thing here. There's a triple crit. Kai has that. Does
Your ability should be enough to serve the largest waves.
should just go with this actually. Kai likes crit, I think. He has some shit on his weapon, so I need more of those.
The power of justice is
Right.
overflowing within me.
So we're flowing within you, yeah. Alright, what do we have now? Crit chance, no. That one.
This level of durability should be enough to surf the largest waves.
I think we can put the defense.
This level of durability should be enough to surf
Alright.
the largest waves.
So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish these 3 games and then I'm gonna tell you about elemental disadvantage and why it's such a huge fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna read off a text and quote some guy that wrote about it a long time ago in our Discord. It was just put so well, so yeah. But just as a teaser, it's not just 60%. And this is why I'm so strongly against it. This is literally bullshit you can lose to, like a player you shouldn't lose to. Just putting it and try to not put it in an offensive way, really. But no, it's bullshit. It shouldn't happen. So, and I don't think it adds anything, you know. And I've seen the argument like, what if it gives free-to-players a chance to beat whales? Yeah, sure it does, but what if it's the other way around? Like, did you think about that? It's not gonna happen even. So, you know. Okay, we got a hit there. That was a miss. That was a bit much. Oh fuck. No. A little bit too little HP there.
Shining justice. My ultimate. I wanted to be here.
There we go.
Not a guide.
I can't even see green on the HP bar. It's usually like a sleeper left, so. Anywho. Hey. Celio. Mono. The game that I lost, I'm obviously aware that I'm fully countered now, but the way it works in normal arena is that you can't meet the same person twice, so yeah. Right. But yeah, I think the combo Sohi Kai is actually extremely nice, simply because of the fact that they cover each other really nicely too. You know, if you get a dark one to counter Sohi, you have Kai to cover it, really. So, oh, this can be interesting. Kind of not even close actually. Kinda had to. I don't know. Should I have fired there? I mean, could have worked if I was near, but I wasn't even on the same half, so. I think he won't let me go. He's pretty good chasing with this, so I'm just gonna try to deal as much damage as I can. There we go. But yeah. How did that even miss from him? That's so weird. Like I was kinda there, but then I wasn't. You know, the reason I think this is quite hilarious is that, you know, what I think about runner comps. But it's not that I hate runners or anything, so we're clear on that one, you know. What I hate is the fact that the game allows for a little bit too much of it, and you can't do shit if you're having the wrong team or something. You know, you can literally just get kited, because there's a certain skill to it and there's a certain art to it, I guess you could say, when you totally just outplay someone. But at the same time, you know, saying that this is broken and stuff, like, so is that. Like, I'm just thinking back to the times where you have a melee team facing a good Lucy, for example. That's a joke. Like, and I really miss that, by the way. But yeah. Anyways, let's go into let's go into the what I wanted to talk about. So I'm just gonna read off here, and you know, you just follow, I guess. So this is from a guy called PB Zeppelin, I believe was the name. Maybe there's a Zeta involved as well in that name. It was a long time ago. But I just saved it because I just thought it looked nice. So yeah. So it says here, it's worse than saying 60%, you know, as a difference. Disregarding other factors for the moment, just for the elemental system, if you are the disadvantaged player, then you are fighting an enemy almost twice as strong as you. The advantaged hero deals 185% of the damage that the disadvantaged hero deals, while also only taking 53% of the damage. While extremely simplified with a lot of stuff not needed, this is actually very similar to how Einstein rocked the science world with his theory of special relativity. Like earlier, you were saying the difference is 60%, right? Because that's what we think. We see the 30 and the 30, and then, you know, that makes sense. If I asked you what the speed between cars going at 30 kilometers in opposite direction was, you would probably also say 60. So that's where the problem is, of course. So what about really big numbers? If you're on Earth and two rockets go opposite direction at 75% the speed of light, would you say the difference is 150% speed of light, despite knowing that nothing can go faster than the speed of light? Well, it's because they're only going 96% of the speed of light, and your perspective of being in the middle is wrong. And that's where we get back to the arena, of course. You're looking at it at plus 30 and minus 30 from a neutral point in the middle, but, and I know there are some large savits, fuck that word, caveats, yeah, to this, but they don't really factor in the PvP in reality. There is no middle ground where one hero is neutral against an enemy who has an advantage or disadvantage. So you're looking at this from either, actually there is if you're using a different weapon actually, but let's not get into that. You're looking at this from an either end of the system. Going back, assuming it's just elemental, let's say both heroes do 100 damage per hit, and hero A has the advantage. Hero A will deal 130 damage and hero B will deal 70 damage. If you're hero A and you've hit the enemy for almost twice as much as they hit you, if you're hero B, you took almost twice as much damage as you dealt. A simple bit of math to work it out as per percentages gives hero A dealing 185% more damage than hero B, which if you flip it, the damage taken gives hero A taking 53% the amount of damage that hero B takes. And back to what I was saying there, that's also why it's so fucking stupid. Because, yeah, of course, it's also maybe not as simple to just throw it under the bus there, because there's another factor as well that we're not thinking about, and that's obviously like how good a hero is. Let's take Rosetta. She gets like deleted beyond recognition by a Ray, for example. But then there is also Ray herself that has the same thing happening if she meets a Bianca, for example. There's no way. And then you have Cammy that Sohi, apparently as we've seen, can actually deal with, or FK, or Arena that also can hold their own. So, and that's where it gets really weird. So when we take this advantage, call it bullshit, and then we look at, like, what example should we actually look at? The Ray into Bianca thing, or the Sohi one? And there's also another problem by reducing it, of course, and that's monoteams. But I don't know. Maybe that's fair to monoteams because they're a lot of fun. They synergize very nicely, and there's obviously the fact that they are, well, how do you say? They're countered a lot now these days because there's so many things. Like a year ago, it was semi-safe to actually play a monoteam. You could be like, okay, so I'm going to ban these 2 units and then I only have this one, but I can actually deal with that. You know, that's fine. Now there is just so much stuff. Like I would never, like, let's say the dark team that I played, the dark mono, that was so much fun. And back then I think the best bans that I could think of would be probably Carol, Priscilla, you know, or Carol FP, I'm not sure. But like getting an FP in a double, like defense team, you know, like with a tank as well, aside from her, that's fine. I can kill that with Claude, for example, to chain her. You know, she doesn't deal that much damage. In a full DPS team, yeah, it's dangerous. Or you know, like I've killed even like a whale Carol on occasion, but that's, yeah, that's maybe stretching it. And the same thing with Priscilla, you know, like that's manageable to a degree. But now, you know, okay, let's say we ban, you have Kai, we saw how that went just now, or you have, yeah, there's just well, somewhere maybe as MK even with them, and, you know, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like monoteams is dying off, you know. I'm not sure it's a good thing, you know, because like one could argue that, oh, it's OP, but well, what's this then? Or a runner team with a good player or whatever, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, this is gonna be bullshit no matter what, so might as well just remove the things we can't control at least. I don't know. Like, this is a choice. This is me wanting to play this. Hello obviously likes to run, so he and play like that playstyle, so he obviously does that. But elemental advantage and anything, that's something we have no control over, and I think having such a system in the game, it just ruins everything. I'm not saying to remove it either, but I think my suggestion would be to simply make a difference in PvP and PvE regarding that, and then dial it down a little bit. I'm not sure exactly which numbers that would be. You know, maybe 15 instead of 30, or maybe 20 instead of 30. I have no idea. So yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Little interesting knowledge there, I guess. But no one cares. See you tomorrow. Bye. We'll do better tomorrow. And maybe Ray for the second half, I'm not sure. Or maybe Beth, I don't know. Anyways, laters.